Hello and welcome to another SiteCapture tutorial. In this video we'll be covering reports and different report types. So first thing you'll need to do is go to a project that you want to generate a report for. Then you'll go up to the report icon up in the upper right, and then you'll see that there's a number of different report types. One of the most common being this full photo and data report with timestamp, but we'll go over some of the others. We won't go into every single one in full detail, but I'll give you some higher level overview. So with the full photo and data report, you'll also notice that you have an option of choosing user roles. So basically you'll notice when you create on a template, there's a field called hide from field user and hide from customer. So that means that essentially if they're viewing the project, they won't be able to see that field. And so this is based off the field user role, and this is the customer role. You can then hide fields from field user. A lot of times that'll be used for more so making sure they don't fill out like any fields that aren't necessary. But the customer view, a lot of times what you do is this is if you want to send a report to your customer, but you don't want them to see certain fields. You'll toggle those fields as hide from customer, and you'll put user role customer. So this way it's going to hide any of the fields on the report that aren't needed. And then you can also determine, do you want to include all the photos, just flagged photos, or just unflagged photos? And we have another video where we go more into actually photo editing and stuff like that. Basically, just flagged photos or unflagged. And then you can choose the user role. So we'll go with admin so that everything's present. When the report is generated, again, in your account, you can customize the image here. You can customize the media file on the template settings themselves. And then these are your display lines right here. Otherwise, this is this is dynamic info. So these are your section titles and these are your field labels. So however your template is laid out and however your project is filled out, this information will dynamically populate. And then we'll lay out all the images like such, some metadata, timestamp, who actually took the photo, all laid out, and you can send this along to finance company, utility company, customer, whatever you need to do. So back to some of the other report types. Maybe you don't want all that information. Maybe you want the high res photos. So you can go full data report for high res. Big difference here is we'll lay out the photos one per page. And we'll use the high-res source. But then on the other template types, you have things like basic report. It's really just going to be a lot more basic, not have all the same info. So it'll be laid out more like this, and then the photos are just going to be in line with their actual field. So left side of home here, instead of all the data and then the photos, it's in line with the report. This is a common one to be used. Additionally, there's just like 6 photo report. So some of these are less frequently used but are reviewed, and so it's just 6 photos on the report. All of this is like they're going to generally be a lot of the same layout, but determines like full photo and with long text. So if you have like text fields, text areas that have a lot of text, you want to use this to make sure it all gets formatted correctly. If you're using dynamic fields, you want to use the full photo and data with items. Then you have just full photo sections. All these, this is photo only report, data only. You just want to look at a bunch of these and see the best fit for you. You can also reach out to us, support@sitecapture.com, if you have any questions. And there is a little bit we can do to help you customize these. We're happy to talk about that. But yeah, so that's how you generate reports, and those are how you see the different report types. Thanks.